Welcome guys to another Dragon Ball Legends video, and today we are going to be going over with this new Perfect Ultra Cell that came out I think 5 days ago. So the reason why I haven't been I haven't recorded it as soon as possible as it came out was because, well, obviously I got school stuff, right? And then I had to arrange some stuff with some people, some folks that I know and love. So but I was lucky to be able to pull him actually on my free pull. It actually costed me I think 6 CC, I think almost 2 pulls. But luckily I was able to pull him once for in the free one. So at the moment I have 300 CC, yeah, 303.6k CC. I'm gonna buy some more obviously for when the next new unit comes. But that's gonna be happy. We're gonna go for the Ultra. So he is red, honestly, he's red. I thought he was gonna be blue, but I mean red is actually pretty fine since it's gonna counter what the major, Ultra Beast Gohan and Ultra Majin Vegeta, so they're not gonna be trouble anymore if you have the perfect cell, that is. He's a ranged type, so I'm gonna be going over his equipments that are ranged type, meaning the equipments are gonna do more ranged damage than strike damage. So we're gonna see here, we're gonna go for max stats obviously. Hell 2.4, as you can see here, strike does 266 while blast does 2 more damage than strike. Here's with the Cell Saga, so I do have a team that's for the Cell Saga, and one of his card, just like Gohan, breaks through armor, so we're gonna have double armor break. And character tag androids. I've been making an androids team, a future team, and a Cell Saga team. Now for its arts card, Strike and Blast are just nullifies blast arts when charging forward. So that's actually pretty cool. Didn't know about that. Now here's his additional, attack, blast attacks, defense. It's 2, they're all gonna be 13 for all characters. Now we're gonna move on to its abilities. Its main ability, I am done playing games, draws the ultimate arts card Solar Kamehameha next, obviously. Restores on health by 30% and ki by 50. Charges on unique gauge by 100%. Applies buff effect, nullifies enemies, destroy cards effect to self for 10 time counts. Cancels own attribute downgrade and cancels the enemy's attribute upgrades. So that's actually pretty cool. Also, did I mention he has endurance? Yeah, he has endurance, so that's fun. His Z ability 5% to ultimate awaken damage inflicted by androids and 42% to androids or type of an opponent base blast attack and defense during battle. So if you want to make your own team, you can just go to his Z abilities and all that stuff, and he'll gain that damage. Now his first unique ability, Return of the Ultimate Android, is gonna be quite a while. So if you want to skip, I've been having a little time skip you can skip to. If you want the equipments, the teams, etc. So we're gonna read. Nullifies enemies' restored health when it reaches 0 effect when this character attacks, cannot be cancelled. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 200% of damage inflicted. Reduces damage received by 70. Reduces impact and pierce damage received by 50%. 50% to key recovery. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level. -10 to blast a special move arts card. Gradually restores health each timer count. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Restores key by 25. Plus 50% to damage inflicted. Activates only once. Applies buff effect. Nullifies enemy special actions. They activate when changing cover for 10 timer counts. Nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 5 timer counts. Applies the following effects to self every time an arts card is drawn while this character is on the battlefield. Restores health by 3% and key by 10. Plus 50% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts. The following effects occur every time when hit with an enemy's art attack while this character is on the battlefield. Shortens ally substitution count by 2, activates once, activation count resets after character switch, reduces enemy key by 10%, activates twice, and activation count resets after character switch. The following effects also occur if only remaining health is 50% or below, only activates once, restores on health by 30, seals enemy strike and blast arts, and the sealed arts cannot be used for 3 timer counts, so that's actually quite helpful so you can recover. Now we're gonna go into Recurrent Nightmare, where the Justice unique gauge. The following effects occur when own health reaches 0. This is the endurance that I was talking about. Activates only once. Restores own health by 40%. Nullifies own unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 5 timer counts. Seals enemy special move and special arts. The sealed arts cannot be used for 10 timer counts. Reduces enemy's Dragon Ball by 2. The following effects occur when an enemy activates a special move arts, ultimate arts, awakening arts, or rising rush while this character is on the battlefield. And it activates 3 times. Restores on health by 50%. Restores on health by 15%. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade. -30% to special move, ultimate, and awakening arts power for 3 timer counts. Cancels enemy's buff effect. If unique gauge is time type, unique gauge will be time type when battle starts. So it's going to be recharging over time. Rapidly charges own unique gauge while this character is on the battlefield. Applies the following effects itself once unique gauge is full. Switch unique gauge from time type to release type. Randomly draws 1 unique card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Restores on health by 15% and key by 30. Nullifies attribute downgrade in abnormal condition for 20 timer counts. Nullifies unfavorable element factors for 10 timer counts. Cancels attribute downgrade if unique gauge is release type or unique gauge is gradually decreased while this character is on the battlefield. The unique gauge will not charge while it is release type. Applies the following effect to self until all unique gauge reaches 0. 50% to damage inflicted, 20% to special move damage inflicted, increases arts card draw speed by 1 level, 30% to health restoration, cannot be cancelled, switches 1 unique gauge from release type to time type once it reaches 0. So hopefully that explains it enough. If you guys don't understand it yet, just let me know in the comments and I'll try my best to answer with the best of my ability. But for now, we're gonna move on to its equipments. The first one is this 10 times Kamehameha. Obviously, it's because I told you guys before in many guide videos. This is mainly blast focus, so slot 1, you can just read all this. I'm gonna read it all. And you get this in the memory Lynch's medal for awesome rewards. And then we have this Cell in its perfect form. Special move damage, 10%, health restoration 10%, blast attack 12%, 12% to blast attack when 3 meta members are tag android. Strike attack 12%, additional 12% to own strike attack when 3 battle members are tag android. And you get this in the hyperdimensional co-op. And then we have this Day of Reckoning, base health 10%. For slot 2, get the 50% to blast attack when tag Vegeta Clan or tag regeneration is a battle member. And slot 3, 50% to a strike and blast defense with 3 battle members or any combination of Android Saga and the Cell Saga. You get this in the hyperdimensional co-op. And then we have this, I think this is like his new equipment that came out with him. Too Bad number 16. blast attack 50%, blast defense 25%, 50% to one strike and blast attack when battle style, range type, and character cell is a battle member. And you get this in the hyperdimensional co-op at the time, or just the exchange shop. And then we have this one, slot 1, special move damage 10%, ultimate damage 10%, blast attack 12%, 50% to one blast defense if tag android other than this character is a battle member. Strike attack 12%, an additional 50% to one strike defense if attack android other than this character is a battle member. And you get this in the hyperdimensional co-op. And then we have this, it's over for all of you. Base health 10%, blast attack 50%, an additional 10% to blast attack when tag android is a battle member. Strike attack 50%, an additional 10% to one strike attack if there are 2 or more episode Cell Sagas. And you get this in the hyperdimensional co-op. And then we have this Kamehameha, base strike defense 25%, special move damage 10%, ultimate damage 10%, blast attack 35%. And you get this in the Ultimate Equipment Collection Normal Cell Saga. And then we have this, first you have to deal with me, slot 1, either choose strike or blast defense, both are going to be at 20%, strike attack 50%, an additional 10% to strike attack when tag future, and Vegeta Clan is a battle member. Blast attack 50%, 10% to blast attack when future, and tag power of an opponent is a battle member, and you get this in the hyper-dimensional co-op. And then we have this Uncontrollable Anger, special move damage 10%, ultimate damage 10%, strike defense 80%, 10% to strike attack when 3 battle members are tagged powerful opponent. Blast defense 50%, 18%, 10% to one blast attack when 3 battle members are tagged powerful opponent. You get this in the hyper-dimensional co-op. And then we have this Not If I Stop You. Strike and blast defense at 30%, strike attack 25%, blast attack 35%. Get this in the Ultimate Equipment Collection Normal Future. And then we have this Try Not to Do Anything Too Crazy. Base strike defense 25%, blast attack 12%. An additional 13.50 to one blast attack when 3 battle members are tagged future. Strike attack 12%, 13.50 to one strike attack when 3 battle members are tagged future. You get this in the hyperdimensional co-op. And then we have this Don't You Agree? Strike defense 20%, special move damage 12.50, strike and blast attack both at 80%, and you get this memory in the Zenkai exchange shop. And then we have this Cheeky Brat. Base strike defense 25%, blast defense 25%, health 5%, move damage 50%, and you get this memory in the Zenkai Rush exchange shop. And then we have this Worship Me, Give Praise to Me. Onto me, strike defense 28%, blast defense 20%, strike attack 12%. I will suggest you to get this bottom one, blast attack 12%, additional 12% to blast attack when tag Fusion Warrior is a battle member. You get this memory in the Zenkai Ultra Space Time Rush. Then we have this Bestowed Hope, special move damage 10%, health restoration 10%. Slot 2, I will suggest y'all to get the blast attack 32%. Slot 3 base health 12%, and you get this memory in the Zenkai's exchange shop. The first team I'm gonna be suggesting you is this hybrid team that I just made actually today. I played a couple of teams with it, and it's actually really not that bad. Although I forgot to fully Zenkai this guy, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I forgot to Zenkai this guy, so he dies really quickly. But yeah, this hybrid team mixed in with Ultra Cell, obviously in the leader slot, so he can get all of these buffs right here. This guy is gonna be given max health to the hybrids, but since Cell is a the leader, he's gonna also get it too. This guy is also gonna buff this too, and I'm pretty sure this two is gonna do both of them. Both, I think, blast. It's gonna increase blast attack. So we're gonna move on to the second team. The second team is going to be the Cell Saga. So obviously we got this guy. It's a perfect Cell, the guy you want to make a team with. And then it's going to be the Ultra Gohan, the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. No, not you, poser. You died. This Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, obviously, because, well, bruh, he was the one that was fighting against Perfect Cell, so, I mean, it perfectly matches, after all. And then we got also the new one that recently came out. I think it's a Super Saiyan 1 Goku, right? Isn't it? Let me see. I don't even have it, so, yeah, it is. Super Saiyan 1 Goku, obviously, because he's pretty good. And then we got the recent Zenkai too as well. This guy, this LF Perfect Cell with this Zenkai, and I think he has his own unique equipment, doesn't he? I don't even know. And then last but not least, we got also the free-to-play, just in case you don't have any of the others. You can use this guy. I haven't used him yet, but I will make a video about him later on to see if he's any good. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna move on to Future team. We have obviously Ultra, and then we got the LF Vegetos for your fusion. Because I know there's like an equipment up there that like tells you if you have to have like a fusion warrior. Then we have this Legends Limited Warrior, obviously, and then we got the LF Super Saiyan Trunks and Gohan here, because they're still pretty good actually. They can actually counter the Cell, because Trunks is purple. Wait, is it Trunks that's purple? I think it's Trunks that's purple, or Gohan that's purple. But either way, when Gohan dies, Trunks will be purple. So will be blue. So that's good. And then we have this LF Goku Black 2, because he is powerful opponent too as well. So that's that for one of his equipments. And then Ultra Rose. I'm pretty sure he's still pretty good, even with his his unique equipment that came out with him. And then we have LF Fusion Zamasu. LF Fusion Zamasu also red, and powerful opponent too, and Fusion Warriors too. So he's still pretty good. I get to see him like a lot be played. And then last but not least, we got this LF Super Saiyan Gohan team. If I can find it, it's the blue guy. This guy right here. Pretty good at defending. Pretty sure he can also counter. Yeah, he can definitely counter the Ultra Cell, because he's blue and Cell is red. So we're gonna move on for our last team, which is going to be androids. Now obviously we got this LF. Not the LF. Obviously the LF Perfect Cell, so you can put that in your team. You got Ultra Perfect Cell. This also Cell, this Cell too, and this Cell too, because of his new equipment that came out with him. Yeah, because he's actually pretty good. I think I have his. No, I do have his equipment, so I will be able to know him. He's actually he's pretty decent, to say the least. And yeah, you could also add this other 17. Where is it? I'm trying to find this other 17. This guy right here. This 17, of course. Second form of Cell, that free to play. Because all of these androids are not really that good. Like, you could try these two, this guy too. Gammas. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Android 17, he's pretty coming back, because Cell is red and Power Opponent is coming back too. Also these guys too. I guess you could go for this guy. I don't think he's pretty good. This is a perfect Cell, isn't it? Yeah, perfect form Cell. So that's pretty much it. All the teams I gave you guys, I would suggest y'all to use. Obviously, you can put any team. You can modify it with equipments, units. But I'm just giving you some type of idea. So I'll see you guys later. I'll come up with this second form Cell. If you guys have any suggestions for who I should cover next or showcase next, leave a comment. I'll check it out, and I'll see you guys later.